Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and we are starting right up with a boss. I forget this one's name exactly, but it will tell me Electrospectre. That is not the one I was expecting. Well, wait, the one that I was expecting we fought already. I was expecting Storm and Anima, or whatever his name was, the Thunder and Lightning, the two genie guys that were curling around, but I'm pretty sure that was the last one. So what am I thinking? Okay, I feel like this guy has, a shield of some sort. But, yeah, yep. Oh man, not good. Okay, can we get another big bottle rocket automatic kill? Okay, yeah, I did use a multi-bottle rocket last time. But unfortunately, we aren't going to get as lucky this time around, and my god, am I destroying myself? Oh, okay, so his shield finally went away, which is good, but everybody's really hurt and or dying. So we need to fix all this. What am I going to do? Okay, let's just life up Ness, because he took a ton of damage, but he's still going to survive, I think. Pooh is taking a bunch of damage, but I know for a fact that he's not going to die. That's very good. The Franklin badge deflected the lightning attack. You probably want to put that on Paula or somebody else. Also, the most powerful Life Up spell, Life Up Omega, will heal everybody, which is very nice. Although it does cost quite a bit of PP, but on Ness that isn't too much, especially in later levels when he gets more powerful. It just gains a ton of PP. So keep that in mind. Oh, that is not the healing that heals death. Although I was pretty sure that was. Maybe that's only outside of battle. I don't know. So Paula's going to unfortunately need to stay dead because I have no cups of life noodles, as far as I know. Also, I almost never use PSI Starstorm. I mean, it's pretty good. It's kind of like Pooh's equivalent to gaming or whatever you happen to use there. But whatever. Okay, so, oh, didn't get lucky this time. So pretty much the only thing that he's going to do is use Thunder, which if he hits your person with, with the Franklin badge, all the better. You just dodged a whole bunch of damage and even did some extra to him. So that's very good. But toss all of your big bottle rockets at him with Jeff. If you run out of those like I have, I'm going for the heavy bazooka, that's what it's called. That does quite a bit of damage, it adds up. He finally solidified. He's actually getting a chance to attack me. And then as soon as he solidifies, he dies. So I didn't even get a chance to use that, and I cries. To continue that rhyme, I guess. I don't know. But there we go. We have defeated what is, so far, definitely been the most difficult, Your Sanctuary boss so far. And he is the 7th one, so that should be true. Mainly because of that shield that he had for the beginning. That kind of screwed me over. Jeff can actually make a tool called the Shield Killer, or something like that, which would get rid of that, which I should have used, but I didn't expect him to have a shield, and by the time that I went through that first turn, everybody had taken their damage, and the shield was gone, and it didn't matter anymore. Okay, so this is probably the most interesting Your Sanctuary location, despite it having not that great of a dungeon, because this wall shows Ness's thoughts, essentially. He actually gets some lines in this game, sort of. It's just showing, like, his thoughts, and it's just really neat how he's contemplating all of these things, and he just doesn't know what's happening, like, what's going to happen next. And then he questions why his thoughts are being projected onto the wall. Luckily he's not thinking about Paula. Paula, just all that across the wall. That would have been kind of funny, but definitely kind of out there, considering the rest of this game. I mean, honestly, that's kind of out there, considering the rest of this game. But this hall, that wall, is indeed the actual location. And we have a majority of the song, only one more part to go. And we should be nearing the 8th part, to be completely honest. I mean, these last two really aren't that far apart, just like the 5th and 6th ones weren't that far apart. Also, if you're wondering why I went over there, it's because my controller messed up. I had a history of my controller just stopping from working while I was in the middle of playing. Like, that happened right there, so I couldn't move whatsoever. But when it did break, it would always just continue in whatever direction I was walking in, and then I'd just get caught on the wall, and that's what would stop me. So that's what happened there. It happened quite a few times, made recording this project slightly annoying. But here we go with the Underworld, that's what it's called. When you pass these geysers, they have a chance of going up, and there's a way to get on there. I tried to, like, get on it, but I think you might have to be standing on it beforehand. Either way, those will heal your HP or PP or heal status ailments, I think. Not sure about that last one, just depending on what color it is. Here we have a new enemy, the Chomposaur. Just go all out on it. All the enemies here are pretty tough. I mean, they're gigantic dinosaurs, so what would you expect? Otherwise, I don't know exactly what he can do. I think he's just a really heavy hitter. So, go out with freeze betas at least. Maybe even want to go with... Oh man, power shield. Shoot. Well, luckily... Okay, the heavy bazooka does not go around that. Okay. Oh man, okay. Not good, not good, not good. Don't bash gaming. Hit him with nothing but PSI attacks. Just have Jeff defend. Otherwise, he will take you down. That was a special thing about him. I could have sworn he had a PSI shield, but no, it is indeed a power shield. Either way, we just want to hurry up and kill him now, because we don't want Jeff to die this soon. Okay, so that's that guy. A lot of experience, too, for a single enemy. I'm pretty sure that no matter what, you won't fight more than one enemy at a time in a battle. And let's just heal everybody up, even though I think Jeff was pretty much the only one that got hurt. Ah, Ness as well, but whatever. At this point, I don't really care that much about PP conservation, especially in just like an overworld where I know that a healing point is nearby. Because, well, just because I have so much PP, so I can go ahead and do that. The Wetnosaur is the easiest enemy in this area, in my opinion. I don't even really remember what it does. Just go out with freeze, bashes, freeze, heavy bazooka, you know, the works. Yeah, see, no shield of any kind, so there you go. Now then, as for the Underworld... Oh man, that's not good. So, about as much damage as the Chomposaur, but he doesn't have this shield at least. That's good. But, now, can I finally talk about this actual area? Okay, the Underworld, at least I think that's what it's called, pretty sure. I don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of this place. I mean, it's just so large and open, and there's no real notable locations other than, like, trees and a river here or there, like right here. But for the most part, it's just a whole bunch of brown, and nothing really all too else. You can kind of see, like, a little caged area there, and that's about the most interesting thing that you'll find in this actual area. So, I don't know, I like the idea of having the characters show up as really tiny. We didn't shrink, it's just, this area is so huge compared to us that they zoomed it out so we'd actually be able to see the dinosaurs or whatever, and it wouldn't be that, they wouldn't take up like the full screen. Also, these earthquakes show when the geysers will erupt. Although there isn't a geyser around here, so I can't take use of that. Oh, I smell good, thank you. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and explain that. These areas are all over the place, you can use them to save and I think heal. No, but the bird does indeed work as a telephone for whatever unexplained reason. So there's that at least. But I mean, I do like the idea behind this area. I just don't like the color scheme. And I don't like how big it is. I mean, I like the idea of the big overworld, that's kinda cool. But if they had more notable locations, yeah, notable locations, or if it weren't as big, or traveling were faster somehow, just some way to make it seem like you were moving quicker, or just it wasn't as less area to cover in your travels, then I would fully like it. But overall, it's kind of, it's not my, it's like more than, it's around my 3/4 of locations that I like 3/4 of the way up, or 1/4 of the way down, somewhere, I don't even know. I don't keep a list of, like, what areas I like and don't like in order in Earthbound. But it's a neat area all the same. And over there we got the Sea Pendant, which is a very nice piece of equipment, and we are moving pendants around, causing stuff. All these pendants block against certain kind of PSI spells, depending on what they are, and how much they do. They block is also dependent on how many there are, or what kind they are, shoot. But I don't know which is which. I know that the flame pendant pretty much completely blocks against fire, but fire isn't too big of an issue anymore. You might want to keep that for the next dungeon, hint hint, but otherwise, it isn't that bad, and I got through it without needing the flame pendant, so it's not like it's entirely vital for your survival. If you were to keep the flame pendant, it's entirely possible to get through it without it, although it would be easier with the flame pendant. Otherwise, no, you'll be fine either way. I didn't really pay attention to which thing blocks which. I don't really know, so it isn't that important. However, there is one important item that you want to find in here. It is Pooh's last piece of equipment, which is very nice. We can finish up his little collection. And, okay, these guys are pretty funny. They think that the entire area around them is the dinosaur cage, when really, the thing that they're in is more like a cage. I mean, it's closed off in an open area. Seems more like a cage. Oh, this guy. Oh, take some notes. Okay, I hope you brought your pencil and paper, guys. Okay, well, he's gonna go talk about that, but still, like, they're in the cage. Get out of our dinosaur cage. Oh, just perception and, like, how people think of, like, how they are just based on what their mindset, I guess. I'm not really doing a very good job of explaining this. But this guy explains where he gives a hint as to where all of the your sanctuary locations are located. God, my brain just like shut down for a second. I completely lost my thought. And that sound was me losing my trace of thought, I guess. Oh, hey, there's that tent outside of it. He's in the dinosaur cage, guys. Save him. Also, these guys are not... Oh, Lost Underworld, that's its name. Okay. So, these guys are not shy, as you can tell. So, apparently, only the ones in the cave were shy. These guys aren't so much. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of good stuff and equipment and whatnot that I want to get here. But I need to find an ATM first. Primitive Country. Oh, that's quite the expensive hotel, but... we have a ton of money, so whatever, might as well rest up. Also, if you couldn't tell, the rock said that our next location was Fire Spring, so you want to check that out. That's why you might want the fire pendant, but it's not all too important. He was an exchange student, but stuff happened. I wasn't even reading that, but still, just the idea of having a Tenda as an exchange student just seems funny. 241,000. I have so much more than that. Like, an entire extra digit more. Man, just look at that money. Like, one more digit than what I can actually pull out. That's insane. Okay, but he also, he makes you pay for how much money you take out. So, basically, you take out 30,000, you have to pay him 30,000 out of the ATM. But you have so much money now, it doesn't matter. Okay, nice boost from the new bat for Ness. Shouldn't be spending 29,000. Yeah, we're not gonna spend $29,000. Holy Fry Pan goes up a huge amount. I think there was an enemy semi-recently that I missed, or, like, didn't know that it dropped this, but there's an enemy that drops the ultimate frying pan for Paula, like, her best weapon. Although I don't think that it's not as important as Pooh's, because she has other options for weapons, and she isn't physically attacking that much. Although then again, when I use Pooh, I don't physically attack with him that much. Most of the time it's PSI freeze. But still... hers isn't as important because she doesn't attack that much and she has other options for weapons that are almost as good. At least I'm pretty sure it's a frying pan. I know there's at least one other weapon that's dropped. I'm pretty sure it's the frying pan, or it might be another piece of equipment for Paula. I really don't know. Or I think there are 4 ultra rare drops, I believe. One of them's the Sword of Kings for Pooh. And then I think there's also a frying pan, a talisman of some kind, and maybe like a headwear, I don't know. I really don't know. I've never tried for any of them except for the Sword of Kings. Okay, here's an odd location. Just kind of ends, it's an abyss. Remember that place for later. We'll come around the other side. As you saw, there was some interesting stuff there, but we couldn't reach it because there was no bridge and we can't jump. This is an RPG, and what RPG can you jump, honestly? Well, in Tales of the Abyss, you kind of can during battles, but otherwise, I honestly can't think of one. Well, Final Fantasy 13, when there's a little blue circle that says you can. Final Fantasy 13 too, you can jump. Never mind, I proved myself wrong. Well, there we go, we got the Cloak of Kings, Pooh's final equipment. So let's see how much that raises him by. 183, and those are all of the things that he can equip. So that's very nice. We have all of his equipments in the entire game, there's no upgrades, no downgrades of any kind, that's it. So there we go. Now, we just need to find our next location and have another earthquake. What color? Okay, it's blue again. Hold on. Okay, so I was just interrupted, so I apologize if this last, like, 30 seconds is off. If it happened towards the beginning of the recording, I would have restarted it, but we're, like, at the very end right now, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. Well, that thing erupt already, thank you. Okay, we have yet another caged-in community. I wonder if this guy also thinks that he's outside of the dinosaur cage. Or whatever. I don't think he mentions it. I'm actually talking to NPCs. What is this? Okay, another telephone. There are so many of these things. Maybe they were expecting people to, like, not enjoy traveling through this place as much. I don't know. I ran into 3 of them. I can understand the one at the large Tenda community, but then there are these random ones scattered throughout. So, I really don't know. Either way, we are coming to the end here. There's our next location. We will explore it next time. See you all then. Goodbye.